Hey, I'm out here at the lake. We're the first ones out here. The sun's not up yet. Still got another, I'd say, 15 minutes before the sun's up. And we're going to get started catching some bass and catfish here. So thank you for joining me. Let me get you guys started in the spot. All right, that looks pretty good. And, we're going to start by catching a live bait with some smaller live bait. You know how I like to do it. Catch the little live bait. Do some little live bait to catch the big live bait to catch a really big fish. So yeah, hopefully today we get another fish like we have on the cover of the stream. I feel like today's a good day. We're out here before the sun's up. Nobody else out here. And yeah, should happen for me. They're definitely here at the right time. There's nobody else on the water, so I feel like we have a real good opportunity at catching a real nice fish today. Let me get a live bait up here. Shouldn't take too long. We might be up before the bait's up. I don't think so though. Usually catching a live bait out here pretty quick. I may have had a bite just right now. But that's in the moss. You gotta pull that out of the moss. That's in a good spot. As soon as we get a little live bait here, I got a big rod all rigged up, ready to put them on. There's a nibble. There's a nibble. Oh, that was perfect. That was a perfect one. Damn it. That would have made perfect bait. We'll get him though. Give me a second here. Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute to get a good bait. We're just getting started, boys. I'll tell you what. Once you get the right bait on, it doesn't take a long time to get a big fish right here in this spot. There's a reason I come to this spot. You know what I'm saying? This is the spot where you hook the big fish if you put the right bait out there. So, with fishing, it's all about patience. There's a nibble. Oh, you master patience, you master fishing. I think I'm pretty good with it. There's other things you get along good too, you know, like all your knots. This bobber keeps letting it go. Thanks for being here with me this morning, guys. Oh shoot. I got a tangle on here. That's the worst. No. Oh no. This one might be too far gone. I might have to cut this. Oh, technical difficulties. Oh, got it. And that's the problem with spinning reels sometimes. You know? That's a unique problem that happens on spinning reels when you're casting light baits. Because it reels up real light, and then when you go to cast, some line will come off before it's supposed to, and then you end up. There's some nibbles out there. Then you end up with a big tangle. You have to be real careful the way you work the line out so the whole thing just doesn't turn into one big bird's nest. What's up, guys? Guys and girls? Don't want to leave anybody out? Come on. I need some bait here. I got to catch me a little bluegill. There's a nibble. Oh, you got to swallow it, though. It's doing me no good just chewing on it. I feel like it's like it's a little too early for them still. And I need a live bait before the sun comes up here, though. This is like one of my rules. Right here, sometimes you get them real quick. See what happens. Oh yeah, there's a nibble. Damn, I should have just brought some dead bait. I got a whole bag of frozen bluegill at home. They don't catch as much. I mean, you just catch way more fish on live. So I just, I want to catch a big fish. I don't want to catch little fish. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're just not sucking the hook up. It's nice and warm out here this morning, guys. It's like perfectly warm. I'm really digging the weather out here today. I know a couple times I came out here and streamed and it was like cold first thing in the morning. Not today. It's going to be a hot day. It's going to probably be like about 105 out here today. But right now the weather, they chewed this up so bad. Right now it's like perfect. Oh, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Damn, the sun's beating me this morning. Usually I have a live bait within minutes of getting out here. I feel like we're what, 10 minutes in already and I still don't have a live bait? That's kind of a long time for me. You know, I mean, I'd like to have them the first few minutes. All right, we'll put it right back out here where we got the first one to bite. Right there. Come on. Oh, I got a couple likes on there. No likes yet. Gotta catch a fish to get a like, right? Well, it's time to wear the sunglasses because here comes the sun. I got my polarized glasses today. This will help with the bright sun that's coming. Yeah, because it does get pretty dang bright out here. It does get pretty bright. If I'm not looking that way, I don't have to have the glasses on. Oh. Oh, geez, that's a bass, guys. A good one, too, believe it or not. On the light, ultralight. Oh! Oh, no! That fish was too big for the ultralight. I gotta try and get my worm, my bobber. Too big for the ultralight. Damn. Guess it happens, huh? It happens. All right, re-rig the ultralight. That homeboy took my gear. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna hook when you're fishing with a bobber and a worm. Sometimes you get a big bass. Not just the bait. I mean, I only had half a worm on there, and that big old bass sucked it up and decided to go break my line. I mean, I've only got like 4-pound test line on this because I'm just trying to catch the bait, right? Like, I don't expect to cook a big bass on it, but we did. And he broke off. So, and I'm sure he's swimming around here trying to eat, bluegill and stuff. He's just a hungry fish working the banks. And that's why you always see bass fishermen come along and work the banks, Now I know why all the bluegill are hiding. Because guys like that are out here chomping down on them all along the bank. Yeah, now there's no fish in that spot. Dang. No bait fish. No bait fish. Like they're all hiding because the bass are up here pillaging on them. Is what it is. They're all afraid to go out and look for this worm wiggling out here in front of them because the bass have been smashing down on everything. I just want to just throw a lure. There's a nibble at least. Put one over here, see what happens. A little bit farther in that direction. What's up, fellas? Hey, drop me some thumbs up so I can get a few more people on the stream. Oh yeah, there comes the sun. All bright. Yeah, that was a good one, actually. It was a lot bigger than what I thought I would hook right there. He was going down and like hiding behind the rocks, so I couldn't pull him up. Pretty smart fish. I could see him swim down behind the boulders. This is taking a lot longer to get a bait fish than what I expected. I'm not sure what the deal is. I'd really like to have a bait on my big rod already. Damn, I can't believe I lost that one that we had that was just the right size. Oh. Yeah, almost another one. What do I got going on here? Tangle, tangle, tangle. Boy, this rod is just all about the tangles today. All about the tangles. Keep getting nibbles right there. They're taking the bobber down, but they are not getting the hook in their mouth. Which is the key component of this. No hook in the mouth, no fish. All right. We got some bait. It's a little bait, but it's a bait. I'm going to keep trying for more bait because this is honestly smaller than what I like to use for bait. But he'll probably get swallowed up right away. So, see what happens. I like to use like about a 4-inch bait. This is more like a 3-inch. All right, so it'll do in a bind because nothing else is biting, but it's not specifically what I'm after. Okay, we'll put this guy out here. Hang on tight. Because I don't think this little guy's going to last long out here. Perfect for him. All right. Yeah. I don't think that was quite a bite yet. I think he's just swimming around down there, which is good. That also means that there's going to be a fish coming to eat him soon. That's how that works. he won't last too long wiggling around like that. I gotta rig this other rod up now. Because we're gonna have 2 bait lines out here ideally. And I don't mean, oh, tug a tug tug. I haven't even got a sip of my coffee in yet because I'm busy rigging gear up, catching bait. I'm getting my tackle bag back there. Uh-oh. I don't see my big bag of hooks. That's alright, because I got a couple loose ones here. This will work. Oh, my eyes are still blurry. Let's see, I should have some baits right here. That's not the bait I'm looking for. Damn. I might be running low on weights. All right. All right. This one will handle some cut bait. So now I can go ahead and catch another liver. See what happens. Oh no! I don't believe I just did that. I spilled my coffee. I spill my coffee out here like every morning. It drives me nuts. Need one more bait now. Well, they stole that bait. Stole that worm right quick. Yeah, you know, part of a good live stream is preparation, you know? And I may need to prep my leaders and stuff the night before to really get the action that I want. It's a good little nibble. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Watching this beautiful sunrise with me. You know, I mean, I was just thinking eagle just came down and got a fish. Or an osprey. So that's something. Well, the birds are feeding. You don't see that every day. I can't get one right out here in the front. There's a pile of rocks that just goes straight out like almost like a jetty right here, but it's not really a jetty. It's just how the rocks are. So you can fish right over the top of them. Usually you get a decent one. But I'm actually wanting to catch a little one, but they just seem to all be like hiding. Oh, water went down. Oh, water went down again. Probably stole all the bait. Give it a second right there. Got to check it now. Right. If I don't get a fish on this line here in the next few minutes, like a nice bass, we'll pull it up and put it out deeper. You know? I just kind of lobbed it out this time. Which is usually all right, but I don't know. I don't know. No fish yet, guys. So we are fishing right now in the exact spot that I caught the bass. That's on the thumbnail for this live stream. And it was just a few days ago when we got that. So it's not like that's an old picture or anything. That's what we catch here on the same bait that we got out here. I had a bigger bait, but that is the fish that we're after here. The big bass. Just so you know, kind of got my head on a swivel here. One's looking at the bait line over there. One's looking at the lunker line. What was that? Was that somebody fishing? That sounded like a big fish. It also sounded so big it could have been a person jumping in the water. But I don't know. There's some big carp in here too. There's like 50-pound carp. Like, I don't know. I've seen some big carp in here. Biggest carp I've caught out of here is about 30 pounds. When I was a kid, and I would just catch them for the fun of it. Problem with that is, over a certain amount of time, they're no longer fun to catch because you just catch them all the time. I mean, once you figure out how to catch them here, you'll catch way too many of them. I don't know how else to put it. Like, you'll just be like, okay, I'm over this. I wasted another spool of line. Because, you can only catch so many 30-pound fish on a spool of monofilament before it's wasted, What's up, everybody? So yeah, that's a thing. Ooh, the sun is right in my eyes right now. Hey, come on, guys. Drop me some likes. Help me pump up the channel. Consider subscribing. I'm going to be doing another live stream later today. Probably out by like the Delta or up by Oroville, one of the two. Whoa. Bird just came down and got another fish. Damn. Wild. Is that a bald eagle? Well, that's an osprey, I want to say. And he had like a bluegill in his hands. Or his claws. Right? They don't really have hands. They got claws. I think it was an osprey. I suppose it could have been a hawk of some kind, but I'm pretty sure it's the ospreys that like to pull the fish out of the water, right? That's the second fish he came over here and got this morning. kind of like surprised. I mean, last night I was here on another spot here, and I was catching bluegill as fast as I could bait it practically. And then today I come out here and they're ghosting me. Which is like, what's going on? Stand up here where I can keep an eye on this rod in front of me and the bait line out here. I don't like turning my back on this one because this guy will hit hard and I need to be ready to grab it when the fish bites. And this one will, I would very much like to get another bait so I could put the other rod out. That's happening slow today. Very slow. Huh. You know, I might just put a whole, like a big night crawler on that other line until I can get some better bait coming up here. Just so I can get it in the water. Let's see, let's put this right out here. Usually something that bites right there. Let's give him a chance. Come on, Mr. Fish. And like I said, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I really do appreciate it. Oh, dang. Bobber down. Fish got away. I really do appreciate it. I'm really trying to grind this weekend and get to 500 subscribers. So that's kind of my stated goal. 500 subscribers. I think when I started the stream, I was like at 221. We got like 79 subscribers to go. Perfect. Put this guy out here. You almost made it back to the water, homeboy. You're a slippery fellow. Well, not slippery enough. All right. Here we go. Oh, right over the top of my other one. It's not what I wanted to do. Well, let's see what happens. Let's reel this one up. We've been out there for a while. A lot of grass on him. Put this one. I'll put this one like straight out. Check that out. All right. 2. That's better. Now they're not right on top of each other. All right. Let's go. That was me. All right. Now I can set this other line up off to the side. We got 2 lines out, 2 good bait lines out. Say what's up to y'all. Whew. What's up, fellas? Oh. All right, so we've got 2 live bluegill on. 2 live bluegill, and we're waiting for a big bite. Some should come in relatively shortly. Come on, guys, drop me some thumbs up. I need some support here. Need a little support, guys. Come on. It took a while. It took 40 minutes to get 2 live baits. That's a lot longer than it normally takes me here. Oh, we got a water skier on the water. Marcel and Ikeo Rail. Thanks for being here, guys. If you're still with me. I don't think you are because it's showing nobody's here with me. Hey, sometimes you just gotta grind. Sometimes you just gotta grind. Keep doing this because you like to do it. I do this because I like to do it, not because, you know, I'm gonna become a famous YouTuber or something, but it kind of motivates me to fish more. And I love to fish, so, you know, I don't have a problem with that. I sure would like to see a big catfish today or a really big bass, one of the two. You know, I mean, one of the two would be good. Any of you all out there going fishing today? I'm pretty surprised, you guys. Nobody's dropped me a thumbs up after almost an hour of fishing. Hurting my feelings. Not really. Just started off slow out here. I'm not sure what to deal with. Well, a big bass bit real quick, but it broke off on me. But you know, not much I could do about that. I mean, I was fishing for the bluegill on my bluegill rod, and And so I have ultralight setup on that. And I just couldn't turn him around, and he went down behind some rocks and broke the line. Sucker. Pretty smart fish. Yeah, you know, these big bass, it's not the first time they've been hooked, you know. All these big bass have been hooked a few times. I am hoping for a big bass out here, though, right now with these live bluegill lines. And I don't know. I don't know how many times the big fish have been hooked. But every time I've hooked one out here, they do some interesting stuff. They'll go like running straight into a pile of weeds, you know, to try and unhook themselves. So definitely have to be crafty. To get these big ones in. I mean, even with my polarized sunglasses on that are super dark, it's bright as can be out here. The sun is just cooking me. I mean, it's not hot yet. It's nice and cool out here, but the sun is right in my eyes. Right in my eyes. So yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to hold out here, guys. He turned like this. Yeah, so where are you guys all from today that are watching? I would assume most of you are East Coast or West Coast. I mean, East Coast or Midwest. Because most people on the West Coast are still sleeping unless they're getting up to go fishing. Pretty water here, you know. Nice looking place. All right, I got 6 people with me. Somebody drop me a like. Help me pump up the stream. We're on a dam right here. We're fishing on the dam. Right out here, you can see that's the spillway. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. And then here's kind of like the rock way that goes back out that way. It's a rock concrete dam combination. All right. Braxton, what's up? KL, how's it going? Thank you, guys. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, you know, another day on the water. I've got 2 live baits on, 2 bluegills. So hopefully we get a big monster bass. But the sun is just, it's just so incredibly bright right now, reflecting up off the water here. It's like, it's hard to manage. How you doing?
Hey, how about you?
Not bad. Nice big lake. Motor's right over to me to fish. You always love that, right? Just come right over to this guy and fish right next to him. Oh, Big fish just jumped right over there. Big old fish. All right. Thanks for the luck, KL. I appreciate it. I always need more luck. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, the sun is just intense out here. It's just like intense. All right, I'm gonna sit down right here next to the rods. Is there nowhere to fish where you're at, KL? Stay hydrated? Yeah, no, I got my Macho Mango here with me, my iced tea. I spilt my coffee, so that boat has sailed. But yeah, we've got 2 live bluegill on. We're waiting for a very large fish to bite. Thanks for being here with me, guys. And we catch some big bass. The big bass on the thumbnail for this live stream, I caught right here using this bait. So I feel like we have a good chance at doing that again, you know? I kind of feel like I just got here so early the fish weren't awake yet. But I think we're good to go now. Boring working and so busy. Yeah, I understand, man. Super busy lives we all live today. I've been painting houses all week. So I squeezed a live stream in last night, and then in the beginning of the week I had a couple live streams after work. But I like to get out here early in the morning on my Saturdays. See what happens, you know? Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't had any good bites on these 2 lines out yet, because this is where I hook up the big ones right here, and they're usually pretty one after another, you know? But every day is different. You know, some days are good, some days are slow. I'm gonna crack open my iced tea right now. These things are great. I don't drink beer, which is fine if you do. I just gave it up. Super busy out there. Who else is working on Saturday? Like it's just UKL. No, just kidding, man. Half the country works on Saturday and Sunday. That's how it is. Hey, if you haven't liked the stream yet, please do so. We're trying to catch giant largemouth bass using live bluegill. They're in here. We've got them before. We're just trying to do it again. Man, the sun is just too much. I just can't sit right behind the rods. sit on this rock. That's right, Kale. That's right, keeping it running. I worked plenty of Sundays myself, Saturdays and Sundays, before I got my construction job that I'm doing now. I was working at a hardware store, and they had me work every Saturday and Sunday for like a year straight before I got off that schedule. So we all got to do what we got to do when we got to do it. When you find some other way to make your, your bills that complements your schedule better, try and do that. But in the meantime, keep grinding. The sun here is really intense. Really, really intense. I just can't face it. It's like it's just so bright. I can't see. It's like it's blinding me. I might even move to another spot where I could see better. I don't know. I'll get some shade from this light, from the sun. Usually I'll dip my face in the water. Like just splash some water on my head, And I feel like that's like my good luck charm, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to jump in the water here because there's a bunch of signs saying no swimming by the dam. And we're on the dam. So security could actually come and throw me out of here if I did that. I don't know if they could throw me out because I'm technically on public property right here. But I don't need to have a big standoff with security guards. You know what I mean? I've done that enough times here. Trying to fish at night. They get all testy about you wanting to fish here at night. I really don't understand it. Or they used to anyways. I've talked to some fisher people out here that said that it's actually not a big deal anymore. They'll let you fish here at night. So I might try and bring a couple lights and do some catfishing here because the catfishing here is phenomenal, believe it or not. So, but you do kind of need to be at night, and it's best when there's no moon, or at least just a small part of the moon. So, yeah, that's the deal, guys. All right, I got 9 people with me here right now. Thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate you being here with me. We're just trying to catch some monster largemouth bass and some live bluegill. Both these lines have that out. All right, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. We're up to four likes, four thumbs up. Starting to get a little bit of appreciation on the channel. I'm going to be streaming all weekend. I'm grinding this weekend in an attempt to get to 500 subscribers. I'm currently, when I started the stream, I was at 421. So I'm trying to get to 500. So that's 79 subscribers I need to pick up this weekend. I believe I can do it. I just got to grind. Got to got to keep fishing. We get some big fish out of this lake. Get like pretty average bass for this lake is like 6 pounds, 7 pounds. I've known people that have caught 40-pound catfish out of here. My brother got one year that was like 60. That was like the biggest I've ever seen, ever had come out of here. I personally brought in like 20-pound cats out of this lake. That's about the biggest I've ever done. But they're plentiful. Not so much during the day though, unfortunately. They're more of a nighttime thing. Gotta wait for the sun to go down. Then they come up and clean everything up, you know? Getting warmer out here. Not hot yet. Like I'm still nice and cool out here. But it's definitely getting warmer. All right, I got 5 likes. Thanks, guys. I appreciate every one of you that's dropped me a like. Anybody that supports the channel, I cannot say enough to you. I know you want me to catch a fish though, and I am grinding towards that goal. We got 2 live bait lines on out, 2 bluegills. We're waiting for a big bass to chomp down, and I have confidence that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Oh, here we go. Got him. Oh yeah. Here we go, guys. We're trying to get behind these rocks again. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that bad boy. Bigger than my last one. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Gorgeous fish. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Drop me some likes, guys. Come on, let's go. All right, there she is, guys. Putting her back in. All right, head out. She's fine. Whew. All right. Whew. I got him. All right. Dang. That's a good one. All right. I knew that was going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Now I just got to hook a... Oh, no. There goes my mango. Macho mango. I just got to hook another bait. All right. No, that was a good takedown. He swallowed that bait right up. Had a nice deep hook in the side of his mouth. He was hooked solid. He wasn't getting out until I popped the hook out for him. Man, that's what it's about right there. Get us another live bait. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm getting rid of this phone today. I'm getting a new one because it does that thing where like it'll go to a picture that I'm not even. It makes me angry. I used to have a Samsung phone and it worked excellent, and it broke, and then I was gifted this one, and it's just like, honestly, I can't wait for it to break because it's just garbage. The Motorola, and they're just absolute garbage phones. Like, I don't know why anyone would go. I'll tell you what, I've had all different types of phones that I've used for this, and Samsung is far and away the best phone you can get. Far and away. It's like not even comparable. I've had this phone for like a year or maybe not quite a year, and it doesn't work for trash. It's like, and you know, my wife gifted it to me, so it's like I love her, and you know, I'm appreciative of the gift. It just uh, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. I'm getting nibbles right away over here, but nothing's. They're like just barely pecking at it, you know. I got to get another live bait for that rod we just took that big bass on. Oh, shoot. Still there. Almost had a big one on that one too. Oh, oh, damn it. Oh, I just want to get some bait. I just want a piece of bait. Come on. That's a healthy one. right. Kind of feel like I should check the rod over here because definitely had a big bite on it. I don't know if it just stole the bait or what. All right, guys. Let's see what happens here, you know. Probably only going to go for about another 45 minutes or so today. And then I'll recalibrate. Maybe set up and fish somewhere else later this evening. Definitely going to stream some more today. Just not exactly sure where. Yeah, I thought I was going to have another big one on. I should probably go ahead and check that bait because it's been out there for a while and it did have a big strike. So yeah, no, this stupid bone. That's why you had the bridge on your screen. I'm getting rid of it. Good water, what's happening? So you said hi. I'm gonna say hi back to you. Man, now it's starting to get warm out here. All right, fellas, I'm gonna reel the black rod up and just check that line because we had a big strike on it, and I want to see if we still have a bait on there or not, or if it's just stuck in a bunch of weeds and in a spot where the fish aren't going to get it. Oh no, fish ate the bait. He got away with my bait. What do you know? That doesn't happen too often out here. Let me re-rig this. Yeah, so that guy, when he bit, he ate that bluegill and got away with it. Lucky sucker. It's an easy meal. And he was right. First one was not so lucky. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to catch another bluegill. And I forgot that I had another line in the water. I mean, I didn't forget, but I just wasn't paying attention to it. So when that big fish hit, I wasn't ready for him. Wasn't paying attention. And I guarantee you that was another big bass. Might have been bigger than the first one we had. Stuck in the moss. Perfect. All right. All right, I got 10 people here with me. Thanks, guys. Drop me some likes. Help me get the stream pumped up. Like I said earlier, I'm grinding towards 500 subscribers this weekend. I'm at, what, 421 at the beginning of this stream. So, help me get there. We're fishing for giant largemouth bass right now. I've got one on the stream so far. We should get another one. We got two excellent baits on right now. It's just a matter of time. Just got to sit here and grind. Yes, sir. Let's do this. Small goals, right? Help me get to 10 likes, you guys. We're at what? 6 right now? If we can get to 10 likes, that'll help out the stream a lot. Come on, guys. Help me get to 10 likes. Got two good, fresh, lively bluegill baits out there. We've been getting bites from monster bass. Already landed one. I'd like to see at least one more come up on this stream. At least one more. You got to be patient. You know, sometimes it takes 15 minutes to get a bite on one of these rigs. But the fish will come. They always do. While I'm waiting, I'll see what I can do with a night crawler. See if I don't hook another bass with a night crawler. Believe it or not, early this morning, I had the bobber and the night crawler on, and I was fishing for bait. And this was on stream. You just got to go back to the beginning of the stream. Got the bobber and the night crawler on, and I hook into. Bobber goes down, kaplunk. Go to set the hook on this little ultralight setup I got set here. And what happens? It's a big old bass. And I just couldn't get him out of the rocks with this like 4-pound test line I got. So, yeah, that guy got away. But you know, you never know. You never know what you're going to hook. And that was right up in the rocks. That was like, you know, just a few inches away from where the bluegill were biting. So you just never know. I always think about the story I heard when I was a kid about a guy going fishing with his son. It was either his son or it was his grandson. They were out on a dock and they were fishing with night crawlers, and the kid caught a big old bass, right? And you know, they just thought it was a big bass, which it was. They measured it. They didn't realize that it was a world record contender, so they ate it. Sometime later, they found out that that could have very well been a world record. So you know, like I said, you just never know. Something ate that worm. You just never know. Remember, I was working on a fishing boat, and we're fishing for tuna, right? So we're fishing for yellowtail tuna, and there's tuna get big, right? So they're like 350 pounds, and we had caught a few of those, mostly 200 pounders, but some of them get to be like 350. And all of a sudden, we get a bite that's like way more powerful than the other bites, right? And the line just starts going and going. And on these commercial rigs, you got like 18 miles of fishing line out, right? And 1,800 hooks. And our 22 miles of fishing line, 1,800 hooks. And a buoy every so far. So it's kind of like draped, like anyhow, that's how you long line fish, right? And so we're out there, but you attach the hooks onto the main line with a big, like, kind of like a big metal clothesline clip, right? So like you're just clipping these clips onto the main line, and that's how you attach all those hooks. But they're real strong, they're sturdy. So they squeeze the main line, and the fish can barely move it around, right? So you can't slide it up and down the main line. So when you're ready to take it off, you just squeeze it, and then you fold your leader up, and that's how you attach each leader and hook to the main line. The leaders are like 200-pound test. The main line's like 1,800, or no, the main line's like 2,000, and that's what you fish with. Any case, I got a bunch of weeds. We get a bite, and this fish starts pulling the metal clips down the main line, right? Dragging multiple metal clips with it. Now, mind you, each one of these clips generally holds a 300-pound tuna in place. Okay? And this thing is dragging like 15 clips down the main line until finally he can't drag any more clips. And the captain starts cranking the hydraulic reel up, right? As it cranks it up, we realize, okay, this ain't no tuna. You know, like, what is this? We thought maybe it was going to be a shark. No. 650-pound blue marlin. That was out of Hawaii. That was probably, well, that was the biggest fish that I was ever part of. Like, I gaffed it. We pulled it on the boat. But that was the biggest surprise of like my life, right? I remember just standing there in awe of this massive fish as we lowered it down into the ice hole of the boat. We had to use a crane to pull it into the boat, because there's a crane that's attached to the boat for unloading heavy gear and loading heavy gear. And we actually had to use that to pull it into the boat. I mean, I suppose it would have been possible for all of us to throw a gaff in it and pull it in, but these guys were professionals. I was just a deckhand, you know, just kind of learning the ropes with the guys there. And that's what we did. Oh, we're getting a bite. Come on. Some picked it up and swam in shore with it about a foot or two. That wasn't the bait swimming around. That was a fish picking it up and moving it. You turn this around. All right, all right. Come on, fellas. Hook me up with a couple more likes. Trying to get to 10 likes on the stream. I've got 2 live bluegills on out there. It's a warm one. Starting to get warm out here. We're gonna get one here. I can feel it. Something's coming. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, Mr. Fish. Come on. Had one big bass today so far. One like, I don't know, 7 or 8 pounds. This is a big one. I'm hoping to get one more before we wrap the stream up here. Got 2 really good fresh baits on out there right now. So I had one bite on the white pole just a minute ago. So I'm hoping whatever it was comes back. Oh, fish just jumped. Come on, come on, come on, fish. Gosh, right. Hell.
crawdad take my bait under a rock?
All right.
I cannot see that bobber out there with that sunshine. Oh, there it is. There's a little tug. All right, because I missed the bite on this white one, I'm gonna reel it up and just check it. He's just in a lot of moss down there. Time to pull him out and clean him up. Get all this muck off of him. Take the back out there.
And 1, 2.
Kind of went sideways on me. See what's out there though. This rod over here. No surprise, the worm is gone. What time it is? All right. Well, we're gonna keep grinding a little while longer, guys. Come on, drop me some likes, and we'll keep the stream going. Right now we've got 2 live baits on, 2 bluegills, and we're waiting for some monster bass to come in and hook up. They're in here. We get them. I had one take the bait on this rod. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough on it. Got away from me. That's totally my fault. Should have set the hook on him right away. I would have had 2 on this stream, which would have been something. Let's check this one. Would have been there for a while. Just moss. Just a lot of moss. Got himself buried in the grass out there. They like to do that, you know. They get out there, they get scared, they start trying to hide themselves in in the grass. Which, you know, I mean, I probably do it too. Can't blame the poor fish, but right now you're bait, buddy. He's still swimming pretty good, so we're gonna put him straight out. Because I know that this is where a lot of fish get caught. Straight out. Right out there. He'll be lucky to get to the bottom, to be honest. All right, we'll see what happens now. Give it a little bit of time. Catch yourselves a big one. Peaceful morning. Peaceful morning. Not too hot. It's like perfect. There's a nice little cool breeze on me. When the sun first comes up, it's so bright here that it's like blinding. But right now, it's like perfect. Appreciate you guys being here with me. Those of you that are. No, I mean, let's condense these worms I got right now. I'm not carrying around multiple worm boxes. Just need the one worm box. All right, come on. We need one more big one. One more fat boy. Yeah. All right.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Guys having a good day and all? I hope so. Beautiful lake where we're at here. Big old largemouth bass in here like giants. If I could get you all to drop me some likes, I could pump this channel up to 10 likes, get a few more people on the stream. I'd really appreciate that, guys. I've got 2 live baits on here. We're fishing for giant largemouth bass. Had one already today. Thank you so much for that like, guy. I appreciate you. I had one already today, and still grinding it out to get another one. So, you know, it is what it is, guys. Sometimes you got to be patient to get these big boys. But I'm out here putting in the work. Yeah, right. You got some fisher people here that just pulled up to the spot. It's a good morning so far. It's a good morning. Beautiful place to fish. I'm going to set you in your holder over here. All right. Beautiful place to fish. I can't complain. It was slow getting started when I was fishing for bait. It was kind of a difficult time getting bait this morning, but I think it was because the bass were out chewing everything up. So yeah, what's been happening today? I did eventually get the live bait that I was after, and so we got live bluegill on each of these. So I'm just waiting for that big bite. How you doing?
What's up, man?
Waiting for that big bite.
Yeah.
Had one nice one this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind?
Largemouth bass?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I landed one nice one. And another nice one actually bit the night crawler on my bait rod. It might be getting toyed with on this rod here. Maybe not. But nice big bass ate the night crawler on my bobber setup. And that's only like 4-pound test line. I'm just fishing for bluegill, right? And I couldn't get him up. He was too big of a fish for that 4-pound test line. But it was nice to see a nice big bass hooked on a bobber and worm. I haven't seen that in a very long time since I was a kid. Sometimes you forget simple things can work really well. You could even use a bobber with a rubber worm. You could toss it out there. It's where it only goes down about 4 feet. And you just kind of work it across the top of some weeds, You don't want it to go all the way down into all the muck. It's more useful than people think. People think of kids when they see bobbers, but you can use a bobber to catch bait, to catch a big fish. You can use a bobber sometimes to hook the big fish. I will admit that's not something that I use all the time unless I'm live streaming to do this type of fishing for these big bass. Like you're not going to catch trout with a bobber on. I don't think. I suppose it's possible, but I've never caught a trout with a bobber on. Maybe if you're fly fishing and you're using it as like an indicator, but that's about it, I think. I mean, I don't know though. Anything's possible. Set it up and you put it out there. Fish bites it. You're not in control of what bites it.
I am probably going to have to roll it up here in the next 20 minutes. Because I got stuff to do. We're supposed to head out to the boat. I think I am, anyways. If not, I'll end up live streaming somewhere else around here. Bummer, I missed that second fish. Had 2 big bites today. The first big bite, we landed that nice big bass. The second big bite, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the bobber, trying to catch more bait fish for the first rod, and bam, here it came. All right, here we go. Thought maybe there was a fish playing with it right away. We'll see. Let's go. Let's go. Do this. All right, fellas. Reposition the baits.
Still waiting for this fish to bite. For the second big bass to come in. We know they're out there. Just a matter of time. Lost the stream for a second there. I wonder what that's about. Lost connection. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we'll get another one here in a minute or in a few minutes. I hope so now. If you just joined the stream, we're fishing with some live bluegill for some monster largemouth bass. Please drop me a thumbs up if you haven't already. Come on, guys, drop me some likes. Gotta pump this channel up. This is a good spot to fish. Out on the peninsula here. I don't know though, if I don't get a bite over here in the next 5 minutes, I'll drop both the lines over here on my right, over to my right, where it gets a lot deeper, a lot faster, and we'll see what happens. You know, maybe we'll hook one up out of over there. Maybe we won't, but we'll see. So we'll give it 5 more minutes over here. Oh, big old fish just jumped over there. Damn. Want me one of those. Yeah, earlier today we had a couple eagles come down, or maybe they're ospreys. I'm not really positive, but they're pulling fish out of the water right here in front of us. That was cool to see. I don't know if you could see it on the stream, to be honest, though. But it was happening. Yeah. We'll let these baits be out here for a few more minutes, and then we're going to reposition them off to the right. Drop me some likes, guys. Help me pump up the channel. Get more people on the stream. It really does help. Every thumbs up gets more people to the stream. Nobody? Maybe you've all already liked. That's cool. That's the case, and thank you very much. I really appreciate you. I really do. Just grinding away, trying to catch some fish here. It's pretty warm. It's not like it's not blazing hot or anything. It's probably going to get to be about 100 degrees here today, but it's not there yet. Thank goodness. Probably have about another hour and a half before it's actually really hot out here. I'll probably be out of here before that point, just because it gets really hot, and I'm not trying to cook my brain. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody? If you're just joining me, we're fishing for monster largemouth bass with live bluegill. Just trying to get number 2. We had one large, about an 8-pound bass earlier today. Well, I had another big strike, and then I had one on the ultralight, and it broke the line. Now I was fishing for the bluegill with the ultralight. Happened to hook a big bass early this morning, and yeah, it was a smart fish. It went down behind the rocks and broke off. But we're still going for it. Mangled it. Thank you all for being here with me. I appreciate y'all so much. Please drop me a like if you haven't already. Ooh, there you go. So we repositioned a little bit.
All right, see what happens. Big old fish jumping out there. See what happens here. Welcome, everybody. Kind of a cove back over here, built into the dam. Yeah, now it's starting to get hot. Now my sunglasses are actually hot. And I said it's going to probably be about 105 out, 100 degrees out here today. Probably about 100. 105 might be pushing it. But it's going to be warm today. So just how it is. Thanks, folks. Thanks for being here with me. These fish are out here. I'm in the deep side right now. It's quite a bit deeper over here. This is a good catfish spot right where I'm at. In the deep pool. I'm actually hoping for a big bass right now, though. I think it'll happen. We were out over here for a long time where it's quite a bit shallower. Decided, let's try it over. There's a little minnow jumping out of the water right there. That usually means there's a bass trying to swallow him. Sometimes you'll actually see minnows jumping out of the water with bass right behind them trying to eat them. Bass like to eat minnows. Bass like to eat fish, period. They eat a lot of fish. Oh, there's a bass right there. You see that guy? Cruising along. Between them rocks down there. Pecking around. They're in here. I'll move up a little closer to see what we see. Sometimes you'll see some monster bass swimming around in here. I see the bluegill swimming around in here right now.
There's a little tiny bass swimming with the bluegill. When I was a kid, I used to like to stand here and spot the bluegill and the bass. I still like to. Let's see. There he is. You guys see him? Down in there, that big bass. Moving in between the rocks. Yeah, there he goes. Moving up shallow. Look how shallow he's going. He's like in 2 feet of water now. So that just gives you an idea of like what these fish, where you can find fish that size, you know? A foot or two of water. Just cruising right by my fishing poles. Just cruising by the fishing poles. Yeah. And he is far from the only one. There's plenty of big bass out here. Like that big one I caught earlier today. He was probably about 8 pounds. He's most of my arm length. I Googled last night what's a world record bass. They said it's going to be 29 to 31 inches. So 29 to 31 inches is what we're after. Right? At least that's what I'm after. I ain't trying to play no games, catch some little guys. We're after the big hog that we got whole live bluegill on out there. Down in the deep hole where the hog fish live on this beautiful lake that's not overfished. See them minnows hopping right there? There's got to be bass jumping out right there or feeding on them. That's the only reason they'd be coming out of the water like that. They're in here. Drop me some likes, guys. Help me out. Pump up the stream, get some more people on here. Right now is a good hour to fish. The fish are all active. When I got here earlier today, the bluegill weren't even coming out to bite. They were like hiding. I think it was because the big bass were working the banks, eating the bluegill up that were daring enough to come out. But now we've gotten to where the bluegill are out, cruising around, pecking at everything. And the big bass have probably moved down a little bit where they're out of sight. That's why we've got our bait down in the deep hole now, instead of up on the shallow bank over here. Just trying to stay on top of it, guys. Check out those two on the kayak over there. That's awesome. That's a beautiful day right there. That's a fun way to spend the morning. Still morning here. Late morning. Just going to go a few more minutes, guys, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all for being here with me today. Thank you for liking the stream, supporting the channel. I'll be doing a live stream from another location this afternoon. Hopefully down in this California Delta. But we'll see. We'll see where it is. Oh, look at that little pod of largemouth bass. Little baby guys, but they're rolling through.
A little pot of bass. A lot of fish here. It's like an aquarium. And so many fish. It's a trip. Yeah. Let me turn this around. Thank you so much for joining me and being here with me and supporting my channel. Please consider subscribing. I'm trying to grind out to 500 subscribers this weekend. I started the stream at 4:21, so I've got a ways to go still. But thank you all to everybody that supported me and that's been into this and likes fishing. I appreciate you. Keep fishing. Tight lines to y'all. Have a great day. I'll see you later today.